What's good, YouTube? Today we have Kevin Ponce's first place Dark Magicians from the Utah Regionals, I do believe. And we're going to go straight into this. He has a very long tournament report, so stay tuned after the deck list. 3 Dark Magicians, 3 Magician of Dark Illusions, 3 Magician's Rod, 1 Kycoo, 2 Maxi, 2 Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherry, 3 Dark Magical Circle, a Dark Magic Attack, an Illusion Magic, a Dark Magic Succession, 1 Book of Moon, 1 MST, 2 Allure, 2 Pot of Desires, and 2 Pot of Duality. So 2, 2, and 2 on the draw cards. 3 Magician Navigation, triple Eternal Soul, double Dimension Barrier, double Drowning Mirror Force, 1 Endless Trapple, Floodgate Trapple, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Solemn Strike, and a Starlight Road. Interesting enough, he does play the Stardust Dragon. I don't know why. So, this is why you always continue to watch my deck profiles. Sometimes things get left out here. The other missing card is Big Eye. So, we get into the extra deck, and as mentioned, there are a ton of cherries targets for that main deck. 1 Dark Claw, 1 Buster, 1 Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, 1 Omega, 1 Zolkin, 1 Tree Toad, aka Totally Awesome, 1 Dante, a Break Sword as well. So all of these are cherries targets, almost half the extra. We also have Ebon Illusion Magician, 1 Draco Sack, a Big Eye, a Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, Ebon Oblivion Magician. I think that's Ebon High Magician. Well, I'm not sure though. 1 Stardust Dragon and a Gaia Dragon. So let's go ahead and get into the side deck and then the tournament report. Double Deck Dev Virus, Triple Typhoon, double Different Dimension Grind. I highlighted this before. 2 Chaos Trapples, 2 Alley of Justice Cycle Reader, 2 Enemy Controller, and 2 System Down. He calls this Dank Magicians. Round 1, ABC 2-1. Game 1, I opened the nuts, all the combos, and have cherries in hand, blew them away. Game 2, we both kind of bricked. I bricked slightly a bit more, because the only monsters I saw were 2 Chaos Hunters, and he kept poking away with lightning. Game 3, I blew him out again. Round 2 and 3 were the mirror match. I know, right? Both 2-1. I wasn't expecting the mirror at all, but Typhoon was the MVP side against it. I would always wait until they had Eternal Soul set, so I wouldn't set any back row. I would try to push for game with Eternal Soul to summon a DM and a Typhoon, them blowing up their field and setting up next turn. Cherries came in clutch to hit Ebon Illusion, which was the only thing I was scared of in the extra deck. The deck loves going first, so winning the die roll was key against the deck. One game, I needed extra damage to make game, so I overlaid 2 rods to make a Dante and Mill 3, which I thought was funny. Round 4, ABC 2-0. I felt really bad this round. My opponent bricked both games because his first turn was a set monster and back row and pass. He went first both games. I cherried him game 2 just because. Blue Eyes 2-0, round 5. Believe it or not, Dark Magician has a very good advantage over Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yugi over Kaiba. Dark Magical Circle does not care about Return of the Dragon Lords, and Drowning is really good too. Also, Enemy Controller. Fun fact, / tip, I big-eyed his Azure, because Azure can revive Dark Magician in his graveyard during the standby phase since it's a vanilla. Round 6, ABC 2-0. Game 2, I ran over his B with Rod, and attacked directly with Dark Magician and Magician of Dark Illusion, leaving him at 1200. I overlaid into Flare Metal and passed. I had nothing else on board and only a Maxi in hand. He Regekis and Birds for 500, dropping him to 700. He sets 2 back row and a monster and passes. I draw into a second Maxi, normal summon Maxi, attack his set monster with Flare Metal and drop him to 200 with Maxi, and he passes and he scoops from there. So that's funny. I guess he didn't know that this was not really destroyed by Regeki, because it cannot be destroyed by card effects while it has an Xyz material. So, round 7 ABC, he beat me game 1, and I got him game 2, and game 3 was super close, that my hands were cold and shaking. We were both low on resources, but drawing Dark Magician and setting Navigation and making Ebon with a circle and another Dark Magician on board from Ebon decided it. Round 8, 2-1. Game 1, I bricked and lost to Anti-Spell Twin Twister Buster Dragon. Game 2, I cherried him and kept him locked up with Dimensional Boundaries. Game 3 was a little grindy. I was forced to banish my cherries off of a lure because I needed a rod to search combo pieces. I set up decent with Dark Magician on a board steering his turn. He then tries to cast out my Eternal Soul, which doesn't work. Because if Eternal Soul is returned to the deck, if it was face up, then it does not trigger the effect to nuke my board, since the card effect cannot be activated in the deck. He passes turn with another Set Twin Twister. I desires into 2 Dark Magicians with 2 Set Navigation and another Eternal Soul. He tries to hit the circle with the other Navigation, which I chain both and have a board of 5 monsters, and then he scoops. As you can tell, I'm maining Cherry and 8 Cherries targets. I wanted to be prepared. I only ever made Ebon, Flare Metal, and Big Eye. I really wanted to play against totally awesome heroes just so I could Cherries their Toads and after they summon Bahamut. And then Big Eye the Bahamut and summon my Toad through Bahamut. But that never came up. Only ever Cherries Dragon Buster like 2 to 3 times that mattered, and Ebon. And shoutouts to my friends that helped me test the deck a lot and became victims of my constant banishing while testing. I didn't go to regionals expecting to win, but their support kept me hyped and helped me stay calm during the games. And shoutouts to everyone who traded and sold me Dark Magician cards during the Tittle sneak peek at 10 to 15 because no one thought the deck was good. So there you have it, Kevin Ponce's entire tournament report. That's actually really nice. And here's his deck. It's really cool to see this deck do well, and it keeps seeming to do better since ABC came out. So that's kind of ironic, because everyone thought ABC would kind of be the end-all be-all, but Yugi's deck is here fighting the Kaiba decks. Thanks for watching, guys.